Hi, I'm Alan SoCal, and I'm reviewing the Rooftree Model 20 massage gun. I've got a feeling that if you're looking at this video, it's hard to get it out of the case. Snug fit. Well, the other thing is it's heavy, not heavy, but relatively has some weight to it, so it does hold into the case well. This is the Rooftree Model 20. I'm guessing you've probably looked at a ton of videos so far about massage guns. My expertise in doing this review, unfortunately, is as a patient, a physical therapy patient. I have participated in physical therapy for my lower back. My wife, unfortunately, has lower back plus sciatica, so a nerve-based pain. And we have used physical therapists very successfully. We've had massage guns in the past, but this goes back 25, 30 years, believe it or not. They were much different than this. They were basically a vibrating device, percussive, in and out, but nothing like this. So, you know, if you're in good health, then you're going to want to use this massage gun device or any massage gun for what I would call recuperative, muscle recuperation. However, the other use for this type of a device would be in therapy, and therapy in that you're working on helping a muscle area or a muscle group get back to its former proper operating self. In either case, misuse of this gun, and I say it out of pure fear, again, I'm not a therapist, and I didn't even play one on television. It's possible you could do damage to a muscle or muscle groups, in my opinion, and especially if you have a neuropathy, areas of your body where you can't sense pain. You don't have any sensation. In that case, a device like this could do some damage because you wouldn't even be aware of what you were doing and for how long. You could do some serious damage. So my number one comment is get some input from either your physical therapist, but at minimum, I would highly recommend doing what I did. Before we used this gun, I went online and I looked at every possible video that I could find, which seemed credible, and many were by therapists, as to using this gun specifically for my concerns, whether it was lower back, how to treat lower back with the massage gun, and also sciatic nerve issues. Sciatica, I get very nervous about that, and that's why, I told my wife, you need to consult your therapist, because I don't want to give you a treatment as a lay person and do damage. So that's super important. As far as these massage guns and getting down to the review points, I did a lot of looking, and I found that there are basically three price ranges. You've got inexpensive guns that are under $100. I looked at those. My first thought is they're all plastic. I don't like it. And the warranties, I didn't see a solid warranty that impressed me. How long is the gun going to be on the market? The company could go out of business. Or if it's just a distributor marketing a multi-branded design, that vendor may or may not even be around to back up the purchase. High capacity running batteries, that's important to me. I could tell you what the milliampere hour rating is because my background's electronics, but the bottom line, in the slowest speed, that's the slowest speed. I believe that's how this was rated, as 6 to 8 hours, and with minimal back pressure, because that's another thing people look at too, by the way, is stall pressure. this unit, just shut it off. This unit, by other reviewers even, and I've run ours for quite a while and I've yet to recharge after the charge that I gave it when it was first received. It seems to be credible that it could run for 6 hours or so. Even if it were 4 hours, that's a tremendous amount of therapy time. The other thing, multiple speeds. I can tell you for a fact, and you know what, let me put the black ball in here. This particular unit has 4 speeds. You push and hold the button, and it starts on the slowest speed. You tap it, speed number 2, number 3, and number 4. Shutting it off, you just hold the button until it shuts down, a prolonged hold. I can't imagine running this on anything but the slowest speed. In fact, if you're just starting to use this, my recommendation is use this rubber hemispherical cut ball and run it on the slowest speed. And in addition to that, and this gets into one of the features, weight, I let the weight of the gun be the amount of pressure on myself, and it was on my wife. I used it in areas other, by the way, than the sciatic nerve areas. Didn't want to do that. But I found that this was reasonably well balanced and easy to control. And in fact, that was my other point. Simple controls, easy to hold, long handle here helps tremendously, and it's reasonably well balanced. I didn't fatigue using this. The other thing I had noted, I did weigh this, by the way. It's advertised as 900 grams. I actually think I was at 920, but in pounds and ounces, 2 pounds, 2 ounces is what I weighed. But that gets back to having enough weight so this thing is solid and can stand on its own. You don't have to push. You can start out using it with just the weight of the gun. And that lends into preferred design. I've seen some really cockamamie designs out there where the motor head is running up here. I suppose it's a counterbalance of sorts, but I liked this smooth, compact design. I think some thought has gone into this particular massage gun. And the last item that is important to me is the manufacturer and the distributor. I believe manufacturing and distribution is controlled by Rooftree brand. I felt like this was a more credible brand, and they do boast a 1-year warranty, and I believe if you contact the company, you can actually extend it to 2 years. You'll have to check into that, but I believe that's available. As far as the number of attachments, when I was looking for guns, you know, it's like everything I've ever owned. Most of the tools, whether it's for the kitchen, a therapy device, whatever, I normally end up using like 1 or 2 attachments. Some of the attachments seem superfluous. The 3 attachments that you get, the rubber ball at the end, that attachment I think is one of the most useful. It's the safest. But they've included 2 stainless attachments, and I think they were smart. This is the flathead attachment. This is the point attachment. You're putting more PSI, more contact with this on a very specific muscle area. And of course, this flattened stainless steel is good because it basically allows your skin to share in that percussive movement, so it's for a larger area. So the 3 attachments that they include, I think, are fine. I'm not a therapist, so I've seen some fork tongue type attachments like this. It's essentially, to me, 2 of these points, but you know, the forked, and so you'd be basically emulating a couple of fingers. If you're a therapist, physical therapist, that might make sense to you. So I think After looking at everything on the internet, I think Amazon's offering a good product. This Rooftree R20 seems to be solid. It's got more metal than it does plastic on the exterior. But this is a solid unit. I see some hex head machine screws on the bottom for taking it apart, something I wouldn't dare do since it's under warranty. I think this is a good value. It's in that category of the 150 to 250 guns in dollars. And I think it's a winner. It's rechargeable, obviously. Some have removable batteries. This one, the battery is integrated into the unit. It's not meant for the user to change it out, but I presume it's certainly repairable if the battery failed. But then I believe you've got that 1 year out of the box plus an additional year from the manufacturer, but you have to contact them. That's my understanding. I think it's a good buy. I gave it 5 stars because after looking at everything that's out there, it's not at that bottom end of inexpensive, and it's not into the 350, 300, 350 and up to $500 massage guns. But all things considered, the Rooftree R20, that's my choice, and it's a 5-star choice.